Uh, but anyways, I'd like to be very quick. I'll read out a piece that is a part of this book. This last 5 years, for all of us friends who have been to jail to meet him, to keep track of, his well-being and all that. Apart from the larger fight for justice, it's also had been a fight of anxiety and a constant feeling for all of us that Umar is in jail. And for me, Ban, Apeksha, all of us really, it's not just, it's about all of us. Whenever we are at some place, suddenly it will ring in the back of your mind that, we are here but Umar is not. We go to restaurants, me and Ban, often like there are pet-friendly restaurants. We look for Umar-friendly restaurants and try to think that, when he comes out, is this restaurant a safe enough place for getting him? So that constant restlessness is a part of our daily journey. Now, this piece that I want to read out, it's a little dystopic, but it's also the part of the life that we have been leading for the last 6 years. So it's called A Conversation with Umar Khalid That Burned Me. The time allotted for the weekly video call in Tihar Central Jail is just 15 minutes. And you don't talk about the weather with such time constraints, or do you? How about when the country's north is entrapped in a heat wave that has started to hunt lives? This came out last year, by the way, like we had completed 4 years by that time. When the dry, deforested, deserted planet and its toxified climate are hitting back at us with one of the most morbid and cruel heat waves, then weather does become a pertinent issue of conversation, even concern. I inquired about the heat situation inside the prison from Umar with the same helplessness and apprehension as I had inquired about the COVID situation 2 years ago. He grinned as usual. "I've never faced anything like this," he said, almost chuckling. His grin becomes intolerable in such situations. I get angry and he seems to enjoy that. "No, seriously, this is my 4th summer in prison, but the heat this time is unbearable. I've never witnessed anything like this in my life. In fact, older inmates say they haven't ever experienced such a heat wave as well." If you're still reading this and wondering who I am or who I am talking to, it really doesn't matter. This is about the prison conditions of Tihar in Delhi and a heat wave that is severely affecting young and old inmates. The convicts, the under trials, the implicated or the falsely accused ones are all languishing right now in the heat, along with their unfreedom. It's the same cruel condition that is slowly burning lives within the prison walls. Just for your information, I was talking to Umar Khalid, my friend who has been lodged in Tihar since 2020. Umar was implicated by the Delhi police as a mastermind of the Delhi riots and booked in 2 cases related to the riots. In one case, he was not only given bail but was eventually discharged. Judges who have heard the other case under the most draconian Unlawful Activities Prevention Act refused to grant him and many of his other co-accused bail. However, the trial of this case has not even commenced after 4 years. Now, almost 6 years, it has not even commenced. Still, Umar continued. "Since our cells are open in the front with bars, waves of hot wind keep whiplashing inside. We try to put up sheets and cover the bars, but that's hardly a cover. And you expect the heat in the daytime, but at night, when the weather doesn't change even after sundown, it almost feels like a betrayal." And he grinned again. "The ceiling is so high that the fan almost has a perfunctory presence, and they don't allow us to use coolers. They let us use blankets and quilts in winter, but no coolers in the summer, not even in this heat. But then the great Indian jugaad happens. I keep sprinkling water on the sheet that hangs on the bars, on my bed, on the floor, literally everywhere. My chakki, that is the cell, often becomes wet and muddy. But the water dries up quickly, much quicker than you can imagine. And the water therapy sometimes runs dry when there is a water crisis. He casually added. I now treat the most uncomfortable part of the conversation. Are people falling sick? Yes, he said. People around me are falling sick. They are suffering from various ailments, especially older people. One person also died. An old man. He dropped dead. Possibly because of the heat, I am not sure. No one is. But everyone suspects it's the heat that killed him. I can feel my anxiety rising, but I try to calm down. Are you alright? Do you feel any discomfort? I was feeling some cramps in my legs yesterday. All of us are drowsy throughout the day because we hardly get any sleep these days. That's all for now, he said calmly. Umar, please keep drinking plenty of water and also go to the OPD and tell the doctor about these cramps. Your sodium potassium levels might have gotten imbalanced. I try to hide my panic and my anger, my frustration and helplessness yet again. You need to see a doctor and also get on record your discomforts. This heat is indeed unprecedented, I said. I had read on the news that bats were dropping dead from trees. Yes, earlier there used to be a lot of birds that came to our prison premises. The early mornings were filled with their chirpings. Birds hardly come these days since the heat wave started. I wonder what has happened to them, he said.